Alright, we've got some cancelled MCU projects to talk about right now because a couple of weeks ago, Bob Iger had a Disney earnings call and he said that basically they were quietly canceling some Marvel projects, but we didn't know what those projects were until today. Or at least we know a few of them now. So Daniel RPK, very reliable industry insider, just let us know that Captain Marvel 3 and Ant-Man 4 are reportedly not happening anymore. Marvel Studios is said to be trying to take less risks and focusing more on guaranteed hits, which, yeah, that makes sense, you know? I like the Marvels, I thought it was alright, it was like a 6 out of 10 for me, but it did not make any money, it lost a ton of money. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, it was not very good. It's probably in my top 5 least favorite MCU movies at this moment. I really liked number 1, I liked 2, 3 I just really didn't like. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Ant-Man 4 is on this list because 1 and 2 made a decent amount of money. 3 didn't make a ton of money, but it made over 600 million, so it's not like it was a huge flop or anything. So it is a little weird that Ant-Man 4 is on this list, but maybe they just saw the critical reception to Ant-Man 3 and they were like, okay, we're not making a 4. Daniel also let us know that Eternals 2 is reportedly on hold at Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige reportedly wants it to be made, but Bob Iger thinks it's a guaranteed flop. And I don't blame Bob Iger. Like, the first one, it didn't perform even close to what they were expecting. Like, it was a huge cast of new characters. It didn't make a ton of money. It didn't flop completely by any means, but it just did not. It wasn't this big cash cow that they thought it would be. Okay, I was wrong. I did a quick Google search. The movie made just over $400 million and the budget was 236 plus marketing and everything, so it lost a bit of money. So yeah, I can see why Bob Iger doesn't want to greenlight Eternals 2. Plus, Eternals 1 was the first ever rotten rated MCU project ever. So yeah, that kind of sucks because I thought the Eternals had a lot of potential, but that first movie just, I don't know, it just didn't do that well critically, it didn't do that well financially, and people just didn't really seem to care about these characters that much, and that kind of sucks because I don't really know when we're going to see them again. Like, sure, they might pop up in like an Avengers movie or something, but there's just so many characters that you're not going to be able to give enough time to each character for them to shine. But yeah, guys, those were the 3 projects that were apparently quietly cancelled over at Marvel Studios, and those were Captain Marvel 3, Ant-Man 4, and Eternals 2. To be honest, I can totally see why, from a business standpoint, they wouldn't go ahead with this. Like, the Marvels lost a bunch of money, so obviously investors are going to be like, Bob Iger, are you insane? Why would you make a Marvels 3, Like, if the second one didn't do that well, why would the third one? And then same thing with Ant-Man and Eternals. It makes sense from a business standpoint. And we know that Marvel Studios and Disney are doing a lot of retooling, retouching of the company to try to make it as profitable as possible and not just waste a bunch of money like they've been doing the last few years. And this is one of those steps that they have to take in order to do that. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Are you bummed out that you're not going to get a Marvels 3, Ant-Man 4, or Eternals 2, or do you not really care? Let me know down below.